Time for a Vet Minute with Dr. Amy Hansen, a contributing veterinarian with Revival Animal Health. Dr. Hansen will be talking to us about options for keeping your cat's teeth healthy. Dr. Hansen, let's start by understanding a little more about why feline dental health is so important and so often overlooked.
Cats like to hide that they have anything going on. It's in their nature not to show any weakness. So sometimes people don't really realize that anything is going on with their cat. They'll see him eating normally, behaving the same, but when they can have a lot of things going on in their mouth that you just don't really are cognizant to. And cats have some unique conditions as far as dentistry is concerned that can cause a significant amount of pain and potentially some other systemic issues with there being a lot of bacteria in their mouth, and that can actually get into the bloodstream and go to other organs in their body and cause issues. Sometimes it's subtle. We see changes in behavior as far as our eating patterns are concerned. We're not as willing to eat. We're dropping food, eating out of one side of our mouth. Sometimes grinding teeth even can be a sign that there's something going on within the oral cavity. And also vocalizing during eating, pawing at the mouth, drooling sometimes as well are signs that there could be something going on in the mouth of the cat or with their teeth.
So now there are some things you can do to really help prevent feline dental issues, and brushing a cat's teeth is one of them. What are your tips for brushing a cat's teeth?
The keys are consistency and going slow in the beginning. If your cat is not used to having you brush their teeth, it's something that you need to start out slowly and work up to. And the great thing about a cat's teeth and their mouth is that you really only need to worry about the surface that is near the cheek, or what we call the buccal surface of the teeth, which are the outer ones. Those are the areas that they tend not to be able to scrape off the tartar when they eat, because cats tend to swallow their food whole and not really chew their food, so you don't get quite the benefit of the action of the food actually scraping the teeth. But just go slowly and get them used to you feeling around their mouth. You want to make sure that you're using a pet safe toothpaste. There are some available on Revival's website from a company called CET. You can't use human toothpaste as the fluoride in it is toxic to pets. They make finger toothbrushes that just kind of fit over the tip of your finger. You can even use just a cotton square even and get that wet with just some water to get them used to that sensation of you actually massaging on their gums and around their teeth. But then just a pet safe toothbrush. There are a lot of them available on Revival as well, or you can just go and get a children's soft bristled toothbrush and use that. Daily brushing is ideal. However, if you can only do it once a week, do it once a week. Make it a really positive experience. So once you're done, give them a treat that they really like. If your cat does not allow you to brush their teeth, there are several different alternatives. There are a few dental diets out there. Hills has a dental diet. Purina has a dental diet. Royal Canin has a dental diet. And it's all based on, it's a larger kibble that they have to actually chew, and that chewing action will help scrape some of the tartar and everything off the teeth. There are also dental treats out there, greenies. There are a lot of different dental treats that are out there as well for cats. We have water additives. On Revival's website, I believe they have Zymox Oratine, which is a water additive that you just add to the water, and it helps break up the biofilm and the plaque and the bacteria that contributes to the tartar building up on the teeth. And there are also wipes out there. There are some sprays. So there are a lot of other alternatives to brushing teeth, but brushing is still the best care that you can give at home to your cat.
I'm sure getting them used to this when they're a kitten would be ideal, but what if you have an older cat that maybe is more stubborn and set in their ways? Are there any more tricks to help in that situation?
Starting them early is a good thing. So if you get a new kitten, get them used to you messing around with their mouth, and not even having to start with brushing first off. Just get them used to, stroking around their mouth and make it a good experience where, you massage your face, and most kittens really love that. And if you have an older cat, again, just go slowly. Start with just touching around the outside of the mouth. Don't worry about getting into the oral cavity itself. And just make it slow and make it very positive. So if they like playing with something, do a session, then play with them. Or if there's a yummy treat that they really, really like, do a session and then give them a yummy treat. So make it a really positive experience.
Now, what about a professional dental cleaning by your veterinarian? How often should that be done?
It's a little bit dependent on the cat, depending on, their genetics and environment and everything like that. But at least once a year is a good estimate, just like we have. Some cats may need a dental cleaning every 6 months, depending on if they have stomatitis or are prone to getting resorptive lesions. They might have to have more often dental cleanings with the veterinarian, but it really gives you a good chance that we can sedate them, we can get a good look at the interior of their mouth, and we can also take x-rays of their teeth so we can see what's going on underneath the gum line, because a lot of times we'll see perfect teeth on the outside, but when we take x-rays we find a lot of problems underneath the gum line that we just didn't expect, and those sort of things. And we can also look for such things as oral cancer. Cats do have a tendency to get oral cancers, and if we can catch them soon enough, we can get them removed and get them on treatment and other things that we don't expect to find. Sometimes, cats that like to eat string, we can find it lodged under their tongue. Sometimes sewing needles, we've seen cats have sewing needles embedded in their hard palate, things like that. So it's really important not only to take your cat to the vet at least once a year, but also to potentially get a dental cleaning done at least once a year. I'm a big believer in the more you can do, the better, because you're gonna catch some things that you might miss with one thing with the other. So if you can brush your teeth but have a dental additive to the water, that's great, because then you're getting, in some places like the lingual side of the teeth or the inside of the teeth that you aren't brushing, that gets some attention, as well as getting toward the back of the mouth. Sometimes that's kind of hard. Cats get tired of you brushing their teeth, and so they don't want you to get those back teeth. And that's where we tend to see a lot of problems in the back teeth as well. So the more you can do, the better off you're going to be. However, I must say that even if you are brushing every day and you have the additives and you have the treats, some cats it's in their genetics that they just have some issues. And again, that's why it's important to have your cat visit a vet on a regular basis, because some of these things you can do everything right, and unfortunately it's just in the cat's genetics and makeup that they're going to have a little bit more problems with their teeth than others.
Hi, if you're watching on YouTube, consider subscribing to the Revival Animal Health YouTube channel. If you have a pet health question, call our pet care pros at this number, and don't miss our other pet health videos.